What is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into the shoe review today, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. Fight the algorithm. And once we hit that 25,000 subscriber mark here on this channel, I'm gonna give away 2 more Supreme items. I'm gonna give away a Supreme skateboard deck and some other item. Not too sure what it is, but definitely stay tuned. Sean Wotherspoon, he's famous for his round 2 vintage shops that are placed nationally throughout the USA. He's also famous because of that Nike Air Max Day competition held back in 2017 Vote Forward campaign, in which he submitted a shoe design in which the upper was comprised of an Air Max 97 and the midsole was of an Air Max 1. It was a dope shoe, no doubt. The fanfare, the Nike activations that were held all across the US, that VW bus that was designed after the shoe, all of this made the shoe a pretty cool product release. 2017, fast forward to present day 2020, Sean Wotherspoon felt inclined to do another shoe release that incorporated the corduroy textile in the middle of the fucking summer. It's hot, bro. Though this time, no, his tag team partner would not be with Nike, but with the Nike of Japan, Asics, and of course with the prominent and prestigious sneaker boutique Atmos. And you cannot go wrong with that. Funny enough, the shoe had an exclusive release for Japan and it was released on June 27th, 2020. And when I saw that writing on the board like it was a Japan exclusive, I knew that this shoe was going to be really hard to get. I knew it was going to be out of touch. I just didn't know how I was going to cop the shoe, and I really had an affinity towards the shoe, especially since I grew up in Japan. I really wanted this Asics shoe. Just knowing that the shoe might not ever drop in the USA, I took out the GOAT app, I looked up the prices for the shoe, saw that it was at like $450, $470. I luckily had a coupon via the Cash App in which it gave you 25% off. I applied it to the shoe, it gave me a max of $50 off, and I pulled the trigger, paying a whopping $421 for the shoe, which I actually think is a pretty good steal. And with my luck, I hit that purchase button, and then 2 days later, I saw the different sneaker blogs and whatnot saying that this was getting a US release. I saw Sneaker Politics post up, I saw Nice Kicks post up, and I'm just like, what the hell? But it's all good. I entered a crap ton of raffles, and I did not hit anywhere, so W in my book. I have zero complaints about buying this shoe for resale. I think they look hella dope in hand, and to be quite honest, just looking at it, I think it looks a lot better than the Nike Air Max 197s, and most definitely it looks way better than that Sean Wotherspoon ADIDAS collaboration shoe that they just announced. That shoe looks like total ass. So if we're taking a look at the playing field right now concerning Sean Wotherspoon collaborations, I think the Asics are number 1, the Nike is number 2, and then dead last is ADIDAS. I know there are a lot of you out there that are like, that Nike Air Max shoe is way better than that Asics shoe, but just quit being a dick rider. I'm more than convinced that this shoe did not have that Onitsuka striping and instead had that Nike swoosh in place, y'all would be nutting all over the place. Dick riders. And it's cool, you don't have to agree with me, but just let it be known the fact that Nike Blue Ribbon Sports would not have existed, would not be here today if it wasn't for Onitsuka Tiger, also known as Asics. Google it. Alright, again, the shoe's original release date was June 27th of 2020, and that was slated for Japan only. Now for the rest of the world, or maybe just the USA, its release date was August 14th, 2020. In the USA, they were released at like prominent, prestigious sneaker boutiques like Sneaker Politics and Nice Kicks. Now, these retailed at a price point of $160 USD, add your taxes and your VAT just based on where you reside. Looking at the third party, looking at resale on like StockX, GOAT, or SneakerCon, these are still fetching a high hefty price of like $425 to about $450. Again, I bought these for $421 USD on the GOAT app. And I only anticipate when people, like even when people receive their pairs, I think this price is going to hold or even go higher. Like, it'll increase in value, but it's definitely not gonna exceed the price of the Air Max 197. Upon receiving this purchase, we are presented with a recycled cardboard box with the Sean Wotherspoon, the Atmos, and the Asics logo done up in white. You open the box and you get that Gel-Lyte 3 nomenclature or words of wisdom from Shigeyuki Mitsui, who is the creator of that Gel-Lyte 3. When you talk to OG sneaker enthusiasts about classic retro shoes, of course you're going to get talk about the Air Max 1, the Adidas Superstar Shell Toes, the Ponies, the British Knights, and the Asics Gel-Lyte 3. Now this shoe came into play in 1990 and it was created by Shigeyuki Mitsui, as we discussed earlier. Now when the Gel-Lyte 3, this particular silhouette, hit the shelves, it was an instant classic. A lot of people loved them, not only because it was a comfortable shoe, because it was lightweight and provided stability, but because it came in a lot of colors and a lot of different textiles. And if you know anything about the 80s and the 90s, you know they love their color, probably a little bit too much. Taking a look at the upper of the shoe, once again, Sean Wotherspoon decided to employ that corduroy textile all over the shoe. And it looks pretty good. It was executed very well. Again, probably better than the 197. You may have noticed already, both the left and the right shoe, they're donning different color uppers. It's an asymmetrical design, and this is why I'm gravitated towards this shoe, because they are different, but perhaps this is what's deterring you from making this purchase. I just love the versatility of the design, and I just want to be able to wear anything I want really with these shoes. Both the left and the right shoe, they have names associated with them. This is the Tokyo pair, in which it dons that lavender, the purple, the greens, the browns, the black, etc. And then you look at this pair, this is called the Los Angeles pair, in which it dons the orange, the browns, the light blues, the yellows, the greens, etc. The way Sean Wotherspoon is able to successfully separate his Gel-Lyte 3 models from the other Gel-Lyte 3 models that are flooding the market is through the Onitsuka tiger striping. These right here, he made them interchangeable with 5 different colors: the yellow, the blue, the black, the green, the red, and 2 more patches with the Atmos and Sean Wotherspoon logo. Moving towards the heel of the shoe, we have that Gel-Lyte 3 branding right here that is embroidered in 3 different colors, and then top of the heel tab, the Asics branding with the gel moniker right there, smack dab in the middle. On the toe bumper of the shoe, you have the 2 air vents right here, and then on the medial side, the Asics logo right there. The default set of laces they provide us with the shoe are of a white nylon rope shape. They do provide us with a secondary set of laces in a wine color, which I actually prefer because they don't have wine featured on any of the panels on the Tokyo or the LA pair. Now, if you've never worn a Gel-Lyte 3 shoe before, you're probably not going to like this, but I promise you there are some technical benefits to it. Now, behind those sets of laces is where the tongue would normally be. On this particular shoe, it's done up in sock liner form, and it's cut down the middle. So, opening the laces, opening the tongue, you get this split right here. And the reason why they split it down the middle is because it makes it easier to put your foot inside the shoe versus your traditional tongue, where you have to like pull out the tongue and all that nonsense. And also it makes the shoe fit a bit more wider than your traditional standard tongue shoe. Getting inside the shoe, the lining is done up in a satin finish. It feels pretty good to the touch. The lateral, the medial, and at the heel, it's padded pretty well. The lining on the Tokyo pair is done up in white, whereas the LA pair is done up in like a light green color. Removing the insole, we're getting some hints of luxury with this velvety laid fabric. Towards the ends or at the heel of the shoe, you have the Asics and the Atmos logo done up in black, and this is placed on a thin piece of blue foam. The foundation of most running shoes, the midsole, it's employing an EVA foam that's pretty much standard across the industry. Where it gets different, the Nike Air, the ADIDAS Boost, the Saucony Great Cushioning System, this Asics is employing their proprietary technology called gel cushioning. And like those other proprietary technologies, gel is supposed to be responsive to impact. Also, for stability purposes, on the midsole, they employ this heel counter right here that you see wrapping around. Moving to the outsole, it's done up in a blown rubber component to enable flexibility and durability, and it takes on your typical Gel-Lyte 3 traction marking going on, where you have the Asics branding done smack dab in the middle. When it comes to sizing, normally in Nike shoes I'm wearing a size 8.5 or a 9 US, 8.5 being my true to size. In this particular pair I did manage to get an 8.5, and lengthwise it fits a bit snug at the top of the toe, but not something that I would complain about. Definitely with time, the shoe fabric will give. It is corduroy material after all, and width wise it feels pretty comfortable, especially since it has that split tongue right here. In terms of comfortability, with that gel being implemented within the midsole of the shoe, it does feel comfortable in that aspect, but because this is a shoe made of corduroy material, of course your shoe is gonna get hella hot in here. Corduroy, although being 100% cotton, is not the thinnest of fabrics. Overall, I think this collaborative effort between Sean Wotherspoon, Asics, and Atmos on this Gel-Lyte 3 shoe, they knocked this one out of the ballpark. Sean Wotherspoon, he was successful in being able to take his signature corduroy fabric in different colors, apply them on the shoe. He was able to separate his Gel-Lyte 3 from other models by employing different color Onitsuka tiger striping, by having them be replaceable using Velcro. I mean, this is as good as it gets, and yes, it is better than the 197. I don't care what you say. Alright guys, I think this is a good stopping point for this video. What do you think about these Gel-Lyte 3s, that collaborative effort between Sean Wotherspoon, Atmos, and Asics? Good pickup, bad pickup? Where do you rank these amongst that Nike and that ADIDAS hot garbage shoe that is about to release? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris.Catalunya with the _ at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. Fight the algorithm. And once we hit that 25,000 subscriber mark here on this channel, I'm gonna give away 2 more Supreme prizes, a Supreme skateboard deck, and something else, not too sure, but definitely stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm Chris Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers! See you now.